What's up, everybody? My name is Aya De Quiroz. I'm the founder of Adentify. It's a guerrilla Web3 PR consultancy and agency. Also, I'm a host at Crypto Radio and an ambassador for Apex Protocol. So I do a bunch of other stuff, but again, my mainstay is empowering and absolutely building Adentify, creating cool campaigns for Web3 marketing. Adentify, as I said, is a Web3 guerrilla marketing and PR consultancy and agency. What does that mean? Everything to do with out of the box stuff. We're tired of the usual Telegram groups, X kind of campaigns. Let's push the boundaries, right? Let's do some CGI. Let's do cool, fun events like this. Let's do all different kinds of KOLs and make the space alive again and much more creative, just like as it was before. Here's the tea, right? I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, another marketing agency in this space. And that's why I have spent an embarrassing amount of time, talking to people on LinkedIn, going to several events, really understanding what's missing in the space. And I do feel that guerrilla marketing is still not being, used, or the surface hasn't been scratched really fully. So guerrilla marketing has not been used at all, almost in Web3, but we've seen that happen. A pretty poor example. Remember what happened to FTX. But that's really good. That's a really good example again of guerrilla PR absolutely working. And again, creating mass adoption, getting back to the Web2 folks, reeling them into the space. So I feel like we need to really nurture that kind of approach and to really change the game, because it feels a bit more usual. It feels like everything is cookie cutter. It's time to break free and tell ourselves we deserve more than what we've got today. Guerrilla marketing in relation to mass adoption. It's always like, I've got this crazy tech and everyone uses such big jargon. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how does that help me and my needs and my wants as a consumer, especially those in Web 2. They don't understand the fluff. They don't understand the big stuff. It's time to put it in a palatable manner, in a way that is creative, that is fun, and again, just simply makes sense to them. And a great way to package that, put a ribbon on top, again, is through guerrilla marketing. Probably you take a shot every time I say guerrilla marketing, but it truly is at the core of my business, and I truly think it is the core of where marketing should be moving forward. I've always said, stop using this narrative of men versus women. It's just who you are. I've always been in quote unquote male dominated industries. I started in sports at 17. I was always the youngest female in every room that I was in. I just came to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do me. I'm just gonna outdo the doer. And at the end of the day, they're gonna forget that narrative. So for me, it's to really just do your thing and recognize that your allies are your allies. You could have female allies. You could also have a lot of male allies. You could have a lot of female enemies and a lot of male enemies. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Just do your thing, and that narrative would disappear if you do your absolute best and you're super passionate about what you're doing. As cheesy as that sounds. But again, still very true. I'm a founder, but I'm also a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I call it the eclectic life, where you sort of are able to do several things at once. I've always been told to put myself in a box and to decide on one thing, and that I can't be the best at this, at that, at this, at that, on top of what I'm already doing. I'm a firm believer that just does not exist. I feel like you are able to do whatever you want in different forms, in different colors, in different fonts, and no one's stopping you but yourself. Oh, this sounds like a Mahatma Gandhi kind of interview once again, but it's true. Okay, the eclectic life, again, just keep collecting skills, keep collecting adventures, and your lives are gonna be pretty sick. So, yeah.